Hi guys, welcome back to Contest Prep University. I'm Joe Klemczewski with Adam Atkinson. We are in part 3 of our series on when things go wrong and moving from injuries to illness to losing muscle, because that's our biggest worry when we have those injuries and illness, but also just in general. You're cruising along, you're seeing the scale go down, you're feeling a little smaller in the gym, you get a little weaker, and all of a sudden you're reconsidering everything. You know, what am I doing wrong? I'm losing all of my muscle. And I'm sure you fielded that question more than a couple times, Adam.
Quite a bit. I think the biggest thing people don't understand is they literally have to eliminate training for a pretty long period of time to just even see any degradation of the actin and myosin of the muscle tissue. But I also tell my people, well, you're not crazy. You're seeing some size difference, but explaining why that's happening. And we always like to think we're just going to lose the body fat that is outside the muscle cell. We lose body fat that is trapped inside the muscle fibers as well. And that is almost a false representation of how much muscle we actually have. So not only do we lose that body fat that's trapped in the muscle tissue, but we're also depleting glycogen, which causes muscle fullness as well. So that's kind of a double whammy on the size game. And it really does mess with a lot of people. I'm losing all my muscle. And I think we've all been in preps where we're like, you know what, I just wasn't as big as I thought I was.
Well, and you know, that's why I always, when it comes down to body mass, body composition, I tell people to look at year to year to year, compare that way, because if you're a 15% body fat and you compare your lean body mass to 5%, of course, you're going to have lost some lean body mass, even in terms, as you said, of glycogen and water, some amination of the myofilament fibers and all that. But when you regain that weight, that comes back. And so you should compare yourself at 15% this year to 15% last year to 15% 10 years ago, and same thing at contest weight. And understand that if you chart that over time, you know, if you look at all of my body comp stuff, and I've got a binder this thick, you know, you can look at my weight at 150 pounds, 160, 180, all throughout these decades, and see exactly what my lean body mass and body fat percent were when you're correlating the same points. That's the best comparison, rather than just, you know, linearly from this time to this time in this one prep. Because you're right, it's almost impossible to actually lose muscle. And you don't lose muscle cells, you don't lose muscle fiber. All of that stuff stays. It's just the content within the muscle. And even that, it's almost not even a question worth considering, as long as you have basic foundational nutrition, which I know everybody has watching our videos, and you still have a nerve supply in your training. I mean, you're just going to hold muscle way better than you think.
Yeah, a lot of people, it's almost like a false fear that they don't need to have. But I would say that's more the reason to take your off season very seriously. And that's where a lot of people fail, is they really turn the dimmer switch on when the show's not around the corner.
Well, you know, another thing that you brought up a great point is to make sure you're respecting some of your body mass and strength loss through the pre-contest. So you may not get quite as much volume in every single workout, but still train like you are a bodybuilder or powerlifter. You're still, you know, 2 weeks before a show, you should still be squatting and deadlifting and having your heavy days, although in a relative sense, they may not be as heavy, but you're doing all the things you know that build and maintain muscle through strength and hypertrophy work.
Yeah, absolutely. With the caution of injury, of course, but absolutely. I think that's key.
All right, guys. Well, stay tuned. We got some more topics coming in this series, and we're going to transition over to the nutrition side. So we'll see you next time in Contest Prep University.